It always is going to go to that 10 inches first as a safety before it does anything. Yep. Make sure. Yeah. So you can change that there. The table's not really big enough to run multiple parts, but you could be run multiple parts in a vise. So one is your base, so that's equivalent to G54. Two would be G55, and so this is where it is in relation to base. So if I got another part over here and I want to come over, I know it's 4 inches from this 0 to this 0, I would tell it my X is positive 4 inches in the X. Don't do a Y, don't do a Z, you'd run 2 parts. So that's just, these are just from the original 0.
You got 10 of those?
Yes.
Different places. How'd you get to that train?
So from here I just went setup, multi-part.
So is there any screens you haven't covered on kind of the discussion?
Not really. So if I go now to my ball lock position,
That's really returning over home, right?
that's not home, that's its reference position. It uses that front corner ball lock as its 0 position, so that's where home's actually back here in the corner.
But it's home
the table.
It's 0
It's
for the machine.
0 for the machine.
Okay.
Yes. Yep. So now I could take those values if I know that this is going to be a repeat job and the vise is never going to move. I could take those values right there and enter them right here. So then,
So that's where the ball lock is from your
from my part 0.
Okay.
So then it doesn't read that at all.
If you don't have a grease pencil.
It doesn't read this at all. It's just there. So if you was running this as a repeat job, you could just jog, or you could go back into your screen and you could enter those values in for your part 0, just like we done. So you could just enter those values right here. If you knew the values, you could write them down, and you could just come here and say X minus 3.0888, and then just do abset. Then you don't got to go find that 0. Then all you got to find is top of your part, your Z0.
At that point, you could actually do an offset just by adjusting that.
For what?
Say you had some rectangle and in there you can modify that or whatever.
That would move the entire thing over with reference to the 0. So if you wanted to just, for tool wear, you use the modifier in the tool table. So yeah, so if you wanted to make something smaller or bigger, you'd use the modifier in the tool table.
In this case, you change the whole.
You're going to change the whole physical 0 point of the part. But say you have some material and it didn't clean up quite how you wanted, so you wanted to shift it in and down just a little. This is where you do it. And you could go, okay, well, that didn't quite clean up how I wanted it. I want to take an extra 50 off. You could go 50 thou. make a liar out of me. I thought you could.
What does the green light flashing mean at the top?
Up here,
Yeah.
if it's in a run state, it's going to be green. So if the spindle's on or machine's moving, that's going to be green. If it's off, machine's stopped and waiting for something.
Flash is green. That's
I think it flashes green when it's running, actually. I don't think it's solid, I think it flashes.
another green, red.
Red would be an alarm state.
Did the machine pause when it's in alarm state? Like it,
Yes. Yeah, if it goes into alarm state, it'll
It
stop.
just got red and green?
I don't think it has amber.
When
I think it's
shut
just
the
red
car
and-
Lift the door, everything shuts off, but I off the light goes red. You shut the door again, push go, it takes off.
Is that pretty word?
Yeah, same place where it stops. So if you lift it, it'll stop, you have to adjust the water, the coolant, and push it down, and push it over.
It does have a power save mode or a sleep mode. And it'll go into that after it sits for a period of time. I want to say it's 15 minutes that nothing's happened. If it goes into that, you're going to see these lights will be flashing green. They'll just be flashing green. And when that happens, you just got to power the servos back up. They did mention if you're gonna, you're gonna step away and be away for a while, they recommended just hitting the mode switch and exit out of wherever you're at, just so you know you've cleared out of everything, and then it'll go into a power save mode. It shuts everything down basically, all your fans, all your servos. All it's really doing is keeping power to the computer. That's it.
Another thing I learned with this is when you do a program, you download your program, put it in, push go, and it sends up a red light telling you need to physically put the tool in.
Yes. So
Explain that one.
so the tool that you need to run, like I said, this isn't a super intelligent machine. The tool that you need to run the program, or you can, if we hit run, you could start at an event number. So say I just wanted to rerun a pocket or something, I bumped my modifier out and I want to just rerun that. You can start it at an event number. You need to know where that event number is, what event number it is. So if you're starting your program or starting at events, you have to have the tool that it needs to run that in the spindle.
And when you say you do that, are you putting it in manually?
You would go get it out of the tool
Out of the tool
changer,
changer.
just like we've
Just
been
the
doing.
first tool, and any other tool changes happen.
They just happen. But you need the tool that it needs
Load it in by manually,
in
just like
there,
we do.
ready to go.
Now it runs, you have 3 tools, it'll run through all 3 tools, and it'll come back to tool number 1, you have to run the same program.
So it's ready for the next
So you have to change the piece of metal, push go again.
Yeah, okay.
But the first time you run it, you gotta take that tool out.
Yeah. If this is the beginning of the day,
Yeah.
you need to take that tool and physically go get it out of the tool changer and have that in there.